Alright everyone, here it is. It is time to start the Rolex. And here we go. We are racing at the Rolex. Florida racing here as we start to fall behind the rest of the field pretty quickly. Obviously going to be nice and gentle in here, as this is the first time that we've gone racing on the hard tires. Got everybody kind of mixing it up here. So going to be kind of nice and easy back here in the back. Got around the Aston Martin. That guy starts in second, so he's fast. So yeah, so we got hard tires on here to start off the race. Luckily they're already up to temp with the nice warm-up laps. So that's certainly helpful. But we got to get ourselves moving along here throughout. Thank you guys so much for coming along and watching. This is Florida Racing on the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel in the Rolex at Daytona. So currently being nice and easy, everybody's still kind of sorting themselves out. LMP2 and 1, they're kind of going up there in the field, getting themselves sorted out. And then of course we got GTD Pro there up in front of us, they're getting themselves sorted. And luckily it looks like we are pretty well sorted, all things considered. And we are racing here at Daytona. So we got my clock right there. That's how much time I've got in the car for the first stint. That's going to be 43 minutes or so. Then I'm going to switch out with our other driver, let him pop in for a bit there, and then we'll go on from there throughout the rest of the race. So that'll certainly be fun. So we got Collins right here in the Mustang. Very nice looking Mustang as well. Going to go down below. Here we got the 140. So we're going to have to try and keep an eyeball on him. So we're going to see if we end up racing into the night. Not sure if we will, with how we got everything timed and set up, but it's hopefully what we're going to end up doing. So this is one thing that we got to watch out for, because these particular Mustangs here, they've got some great straightaway speed, whereas we happen to have some awesome turning and handling. So that certainly makes us a little bit more on the better side through this particular section, whereas they're better on the oval section. So gotta watch out for that, and we gotta make sure that we don't get damage. So obviously starting off with hard tires here as we're off track. We'll get back on here. There we go. But we got hard tires on there. We'll be switching to soft tires if a caution or anything else should come out and we have to pit. So if we get any damage, obviously we'll switch to those as well. But started on the hards to hopefully get us the furthest along that we can be, and be able to just kind of figure out how the track's wearing and stuff, and be able to use those harder sets throughout the entire race as well. Kind of see how they're wearing just from the start, and that kind of give us a good idea of how long tires will be able to wear and when we need to switch them. So be very, very helpful to be able to keep that in mind. Got the Aston Martin here, should be able to get past him here on the straight. Nope, he's got some straight speed. So that's one thing that these Mustangs don't necessarily have. They have great handling, minus the slight body roll that can be annoying at times. But then when it comes to straight line speed, not necessarily the best. But being able to be consistently good handling throughout the entire infield course, and then obviously there in the bus stop back there, that is going to help us out a ton. So keeping an eyeball on that. Currently we got 8 seconds that we're going to beat our previous laps. That's going to be sweet. There we go. That's a nice fast time, definitely like that. Go ahead and start braking here. There we go, very nice. Get back to speed through there. Nice clear day for the most part so far. Definitely a lot better than the Rolex, well before the Rolex was. Very cloudy and overcast. Continue to cycle that way through all the time, so didn't really get a good read on how tire wear and how the car is going to be handling in a nice sunny environment on the track, and those track temps as well. So that's going to affect things and how we do setups and any tire pressure adjustments for sure. But so far, track feels really good and tires feel really, really good. Gotta watch that tire wear though. But it's looking really, really good. We got NMP1 already coming up to us. Those guys are incredible with how fast they're able to drive. So we're going to be getting some company here shortly. Potentially with how fast they go, we could see them by the tri-oval. If not, as we're entering back into the infield in the next lap. So that's going to be interesting to see. Could see them sooner than that too, but that's my best estimate of where we're going to kind of see them. And also they got to weave through traffic of this class. That's going to affect them and how fast they can reach us. So we'll see how that goes, as still working on trying to get a better time here, and we are shaving off some good time through there. Got 1776 there is what we shaved off just through that sector, so that's certainly a really good time there. And currently we are leading our class handily. But as I said, got to get that consistency in and keep that going throughout the entirety of the race and not just from the start. So there we go, 2 seconds knocked off from our previous lap. We knocked off about 8 seconds from that one. So right through this turn, we want to be running about 78 miles an hour before we start making our turn. That's what we want to see there, is that we have shifted all the way down. And we are down to about 78 to 70 miles an hour before we start turning, and we know that the car will be able to make that. And here comes LMP1. Ooh, we got a bit of an incident there in turn 1. We got some cars stacked up, so not sure what's going on there, but I could see that on my map. Spot also gave me some info on that, but yeah, they got kind of stacked up there. It looks like they got it cleared up, but yeah, that could be some big fast guys end up having some issues. Not sure who that was. That's an NMP2. I guess he ended up pitting early. Yeah, that guy right there. Because that's not an NMP1 coming to lap us. That was another guy. Interesting. So not sure what's going on with him, but obviously ended up coming through. Interesting. Not sure what went up there. He also might have had a penalty as well. As I said, I'm not sure on that one. Didn't get a whole lot of info on that. And amazingly, we were able to hold off, me specifically, was able to hold off the NMP1s until potentially the tri-oval, but probably just through the middle of this turn here. Yeah, because here they come. So we're going to take the bottom of the track, make them go high. They don't know if we like that, but it does work for them pretty well. So there we go, letting this group on by here. No need to beleaguer them too much. Gonna be kind of drifting up on this guy. Sorry about that. So there we go. Make that turn very nicely. Like it. So far, nobody out of the race. Just the one LMP1 car on pit road getting some work done after that incident in turn 1. And we got more guys cycling on through. This is what's really, really fun about this, is having to time where you're racing so that the other guy has plenty of room to operate. It is a fascinating bit of dodging that you have to figure out how to do, so let him on by there. He wasn't about to give us any space anyways, so making sure that we respect them so that they can respect us by not hitting us and destroying our chances of continuing the race. So that was certainly exciting right there, like that. Alrighty guys, so one thing to note is the sun has come back out. We're actually gaining some time here on these hard tires as the grip level comes up. We also got NMP2. These guys are catching up finally. They're a little bit on the slower side. I was thinking they were going to be a bit faster in today's race, but a little bit slower. But you can see the time that I'm currently gaining. Going to go ahead and take the inside here, stay down low. But that is some serious time that I didn't know this car had, that we're currently gaining. In the car back down low. That's one thing, is that you still want to do the best that you can lap time wise, but then you gotta make sure you stay out of the way of these guys. So I'm really surprised. I'm not sure where this extra speed came from, other than the fact that the track temp is going up here. But yeah, we've got some extra speed from the car that I didn't know it had. We're going to lose a little bit of time there because we lost some traction. Should be able to gain it back through here. Going to be able to maintain at least. But yeah, with this sun out, this thing is really getting a little bit of grip here for this particular lap. And we're going to knock off at least an entire second off, and now a little bit more if we can gain a little bit more time here. See what we can get. Yeah, an entire second knocked off there, and looking to repeat that lap on time. Looks like we're going to lose a little bit of time as we get through turn 1 here. See how it does coming back up to speed. Got some more LMP2 guys coming up from behind, so gotta maintain. We're not going to get much speed there as we go off track just a bit. Nice and easy, nice and easy. And back to speed. Alright, able to maneuver that without getting wrecked, so very nicely done. And we'll bring you back if anything else of interest happens here. Alright guys, we got LMP1 guys, they are coming back on through. Just trying to stay low here. Go ahead and let off the throttle, let them get past here. There we go. End up sliding out a little bit, but that's not too bad. So LMP1 guys, they are fast. We got a little bit of a nick there from that guy. Well, pretty good. We got GTD guys, GT Pros, slowly getting past the rest of my class there. So they're kind of working their way on through, as they've caught us. But the rest of the LMP1s and 2s kind of getting mixed up now, and slowly starting to cycle through, so that makes things kind of interesting. It's being nice and easy through the course. We haven't been setting any records. Been definitely staying about the same, all things considered, lap time wise. But all things considered, we're still doing some decent times. Gotta go out wide here, let them have the inside. And we'll come back in right there. So we're doing good. Staying consistent, staying in front of our class, but definitely not making any major lap times right now. But still, as I said, doing decently, that's for sure. Alright guys, got the GTD Corvettes making their way past. So both Corvettes currently leading, which is certainly fascinating. Definitely seems like they've gotten a lot better in their results since they've gone back to the front engine format versus the mid-engine. Haven't been performing that good with that particular thing, but definitely doing much better as they brought back that front engine design there. But currently both of them leading. We'll have to see how they do throughout the rest of the day, but currently in their class leading. First GTD guys, GTD Pro guys to make their way through. I think we got the Aston Martin coming up from behind as well. But yeah, both of those guys doing really, really good as we get slowed down here. There we go. Yeah, got the Aston Martin back there, so we're actually pretty decent on lap times. Definitely got a little bit more speed than we do. And definitely have better drivers as well. So that's certainly helping them out. But they're slowly making their way through here, as well as some, I think we got some more LMP1s and 2s slowly getting their way through our class. We're picking up a little bit of engine wear on the car. You kind of see that down in the engine and damage model down there, so that's becoming a bit of a concern, but we're just going to keep an eyeball on that and should be able to make it through the rest of the race, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. Yep, got LMP2 right there, let him by. Amazing how good those things sound. Another GTD Pro behind us there, so everybody just kind of sorting through all at the same time right now. So that's kind of making things a little bit more interesting, especially back behind me where the rest of my class is, because they're all getting kind of stuck together, it looks like, from what little glimpses I'm getting of the map and stuff. Not quite as much grip in these tires as there was. Definitely wearing out slowly, but the hard tires have been good so far. So really enjoyed these. We haven't switched the softs yet. The hard tires have been doing a really good job on the wears, so we've just been keeping on putting them on and using them right now. We got decent times, not really a need to put soft tires on. We got an LMP2 there going into pit road. We are watching fuel, as we all do seem to be drinking up a little bit more fuel than we want, so trying to kind of take it a little bit easier, but still trying to maintain at the same time. One of those fun little back and forth things you have to balance out. You want to save fuel, but you also want to go fast, so how do you do that? One of those interesting things, right? But yeah, so far we really enjoyed the car. Still has that some weird feeling, but I mean the car has handled really significantly well, so I mean I'm not gonna give it too much pain or grief, but still definitely some things that I see that I could use to make it better. But the car is still doing a really good job, and as I said, we're leading our class, so not much to complain about. We're leading it by I can't do the math on the top of my head right now, but that looks like about a 12-second difference, something like that, so definitely like that. Kind of dip down there too low. Sun's about to set here at Daytona, as we're about to head into the night, so that's going to be very, very fun. So here's a tricky pickle. Good night, we just got rear-ended. We got the LMP1 guys all trying to come through here. We got the GTD Pro guys coming through at the same time. Gonna make it kind of tight on these guys here, but we're going to try and mosey on over to the side here as they all cycle through. They also try to sideswipe me there. Yeah, not really giving us much room to be able to operate here, so they're all coming through. Haven't been quite as polite as they were earlier, so they've been pretty tight there, all four of those guys in NMP1, so they're trying to really mosey along there good. Let this Aston Martin by here, there we go. He's part of GTD Pro, so not racing him. Let him by. Luckily no damage as far as my crew can tell me, so there's a side swipe to the side of the car, so hopefully that doesn't give us any issues. Another LMP1 I think there. But yeah, definitely been interesting getting through this traffic. Alrighty guys, sun is setting. We're still 15 seconds about in front of our closest classmate, so to speak. And so we're doing pretty good, all things considered. So far everybody still is in the race. Kind of messed up on my shift there. Get back on the right gear. Here we go. Got a fast car coming, so we'll go ahead and let off right here. Let him pass. There we go. Nice and clean. But yeah, it's been absolutely beautiful to watch as the sunset and as the lights all come on. Lots of fun to be able to do that. One of the best things about the Rolex for sure is just that night to day transition here at the Speedway. It's just something else. I love it. Go ahead and start our braking through here. So as I said, we've been taking it pretty easy, still leading our class, and haven't had any mechanical issues really. Seems like that engine wear is pretty standard, so nothing real major to report on that. And so certainly enjoying what we've got going on with this team so far. So as I said, no major incidents that I know of. Only had that one in turn 1 earlier on in the race. We got guys pitting back and forth for tires and fuel and whatnot. So everything seems to be going pretty well, all things considered. To the nice braking zone, there we go. Track temp is starting to change a bit, so that's going to change how this car handles the track. And everybody else is going to be handling the track a bit differently as well, so it's going to be interesting to see what the times are throughout the race. Also, we're going to have some cooler air, and so that's going to be interesting to see how that affects horsepower performance as well, as cars get a hold of that nice cool air. And we'll see if that gets us any power boost or not on at least the Speedway portion of the track. But so far, a little bit on the slightier side on the tire grip. Not bad, but it'll be interesting as we run over all the cones here. As I said, cars handling a bit different there, so we're trying to take it a little bit easier. Get back onto the oval portion and get back up to speed here. But so far, car handling really, really well. Certainly enjoying it. Alrighty guys, we've been racing into the night here for a pretty good amount of time now. And what we got going on is fuel stop's about to happen. We got a really good gap to the car behind, but we're going to need the fuel to be able to make it for the rest of the night here, hopefully, as we have a really good amount of fuel savings that we've been able to do throughout the entire race. And we should be able to make it through the rest of the night with one more top off of fuel. It's going to be a pretty big one, but we should be able to make it all the way, as we're not going to be able to make it another lap around this place without running out. So we're going to have to come down pit road here. Everyone else should be pretty close on that same line as well, coming in for fuel. So we're going to go ahead and dive on down here. Nice and easy as we come on down pit road. There we go, coming on down pit road. Crew should be able to get us all nice and set up. Alright, got an update for you, so we're back out on track. We got plenty of fuel ready for the rest of this race. But one thing that we ended up having was we did have to switch out a part on the engine as it was about to fail. That was the engine wear that we were seeing on the monitor. So luckily we were able to get that fixed, but it did take a little bit of extra time while we were fueling the car to be able to get that done. So made things a little bit on the interesting side. We ended up skipping tires just to be able to save us a little bit of time on that, although we really could have done that as well. But we got some serious time we got to make up to be able to get past all of the cars that got past us here, as we're currently 8th. So got to make up some time here before the end of the race and see what we can do. Alright guys, time has expired. I was technically hoping to be able to get it back into the daytime to be able to finish realistically, but one of those things you have to play around with those settings quite a lot to get it just right. But anyways, we are here coming into the last bit of the race. Apparently severe weather will be moving into the area, and so IMSA has called this race early, so time has expired. Not sure if we're doing 2 laps at the line when we get up there or not, so we're going to have to see how this plays out. Currently been able to move our way back up to 3rd. And we got just 2 more guys up front there, so we're going to try and get to them. We'll have to see how we do. But that's all going to depend, obviously, on what we got going on. So we'll bring you back here in a bit once we find out more from IMSA. And here we come back to the line. We're going to see if this is the end of the race, or we're going to get a 2-lap to the end. And we got apparently 2 laps to the end, I'm going to guess. Not totally sure. Haven't seen us get a checkered. So we're going to have to wait and see how that goes. Currently we're still racing as far as I know. We're going to keep on racing here until we're told otherwise. Finally caught up to this guy here, who's currently leading. We're going to try and get past him. But yeah, currently time is expired. IMSA has not given us much information on if we're doing 2 laps to the end of the race or not. So no real information there currently. But we should be able to get past this guy here at the moment. So as I said, as far as I know, we're still racing here at Daytona, so we're not gonna give it up. There we go. Be able to get past him here for that lead. Now he does technically gonna have more speed than we do through here, so this is gonna be interesting. Ooh, it's gonna be tight. As I said, this guy's got a little bit more straightaway speed than we do in that engine of his. Got in the 6th gear. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of tight coming into this turn here. Nice and easy through here, able to outbrake it, and we're going to lose a little bit of control there. Didn't slow down enough. He's going to get some speed coming on back. Watch out for that car there. As I said, I'm not sure if this is the final lap or not, so we're racing like it is until I'm notified of anything other than that. Got some cars pitting there, so I'm not sure if this is for the race win or not, but we're going to try and make it that way. And we're able to get him there. As I said, I have no idea what's happening right now. Potentially IMSA's waiting for the leaders to cross over the line, but as I said, I am not sure what's going on at the moment. They have not updated us at all on what's going on with this race. Alright guys, we've been waved on in. We are the winners of our class here at the Rolex at Daytona. Love it. So we're going to be coming on in to our pit box here, and we will end up getting everything solidified, and we'll end up celebrating here shortly. And checking out the race results, we had the Aston Martin able to win in the GTD Pro class. The two Corvettes fell back to 2nd and 3rd. Not a bad way to end their race. And of course, we able to get to the line very closely. Look at that. 20th seconds. That is how close it was. 20th seconds there is what decided whether we won or not. That is insane. But we were racing there to the line with Ben Collins, able to beat him, so that is insane. Certainly enjoyed today's race. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I certainly enjoyed being able to win our class, but also be able to get all the way through the Rolex at Daytona. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you guys here next time on The Combustion Gamer. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.